Are you ready for some high school football with John Huddleston and Gary Harris? Covering all your local high school football highlights and scores. And now, Football Friday on WVUA.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to WVUA's Football Friday. I'm Gary Harris. John Huddleston will join me later on in the program. Highlights from 12 high school football games are on our menu this evening, and we begin with a big one, a Class 6A Region 5 matchup. Also a huge rivalry game. Northridge hosting Tuscaloosa County High. Mike Smith looking on, and we're going to pick this one up with the Jags trailing by 7, but Bo Scarborough is going to be a special football player. Still a young guy, tons of talent, gets it down to the 2. From there, Scarborough punches it in. We're tied at 14. The game stayed that way until the first play of the fourth quarter, when Antonio Easterwood cuts it back, breaks a couple of tackles, and turns on the juice. 41 yards later, he's in the end zone. The Jags have the lead over the Wildcats, 21-14. Ensuing possession for the Wildcats, and Tyler Gates makes a big mistake. Throws it up for grabs. Jamarcus Howard, the pick, and the 6. 28-14, Northridge, and the Jags go on to take it. 35-21. They move to 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in the region. County High drops to 0-2 and 0-1 in region play. Class 4A Region 4, Holt hosting Bibb County. Tim Gillespie doing a good job, but up against a really fine football team tonight. First quarter action, third play from scrimmage for the Ironmen. Devonta Jenkins hits David Robinson on a slant, and Robinson goes 74 yards for the touchdown. Holt's got the lead over the powerful Choctaws, 7-0. Bibb County comes right back, though. Brett Sills. Powerful running up the middle, 15 yards for 6. 2-point conversion, no good though. Holt still leads 7-6. After a Holt punt, Choctaws take it over, and on second down, C.J. Cuts. You've seen him on this show a bunch of times last year. He's on it again. 61 yards to pay dirt. 2-point conversion, this time's good. Bibb County leads 14-7, and Choctaws go on to take it big. 58-23, but I tell you, that whole football team under Coach Gillespie, they play hard. Central hosting Greenville, Class 5A Region 3. Falcons bust through the banner, and they came out fired up in this one. Vincent Davis, going to be a good quarterback in this offense. Throws it up to Tyrell Hill, who makes a nice grab right in front of our camera. 23 yards, 7-0 Falcons. Fourth down, Greenville. And you see the coaches saying, watch the fake. Well, it's one thing to know it's coming. It's another thing to stop it, because Harper Vinson here is a one-man highlight reel on this play. Look at this. They've got him, 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 they don't got him. Touchdown. That made it 7-6 Central. PAT no good. Greenville, Kent Riley. The fake, and then the keep, left side for 6, 28 yards, 13-7, Greenville on top. And then Riley again, this time, not much to this one. He just takes the direct handoff, snap, and makes a couple of people miss. Turns on the Jets, and it's takeoff for 6, 60 yards, 19-7, Greenville at the half. And as we check out the final in this one, Greenville beats Central tonight, 33-7 the final. Northside and Hale County, 3A Region 4 up at Northside. First quarter, after a Northside fumble, Charles Yon for Hale County. Well, this isn't a yawner. 28-yard touchdown, 6-0. Wildcats. Northside, though, comes right back. Ryan Perry to Zarian Grant. Nice throw, nice catch, stays in bounds. Nice flip. 47-yard touchdown, 7-6 Rams. That same combination, even longer this time. Perry to Grant. Almost a replay, 54 yards, 13-6 Rams. This was a good football game. Second quarter, we're going to show you one of the best plays that wasn't. Kerry Lewis, who's a very talented back, makes practically everybody on the north side team miss him here. 80 yards, one more great broken tackle right there. Looks like a touchdown, but you're going to see a little laundry on the field. Block in the back, brought it back. But Hill County prevails tonight anyway, and a good one, 26-20 over Northside. Well, we've still got 8 stops to make here on Football Friday. On the way, Hillcrest hosting Jackson Owen and Tuscaloosa Academy at Southern Academy. But first, the Bryant Stampede welcomes Selma to town for Class 5A Region 3 contest. Those highlights and more on the way next when Football Friday continues here on WVUA TV. Welcome back. More high school football highlights now. A Class 5A Region 3 contest. Bryant hosting Selma. Another good football game. We're going to pick it up second quarter. Bryant up 7-6 when Selma's Derek Howard finds a seam and locks it into the end zone. They went for 2. Didn't make it. 12-7 Selma. Bryant answers. Tony Whitehead, he's one of our athlete's foot high school athletes of the week, marches down the sideline to the end zone after getting the pass from Pratt. 14-12 Bryant. Later in the second quarter, Pratt a beautiful throw to Whitehead. This is a deadly combination. I mean, these guys are tearing it up inside the 5. Dominique Branch finishes it off from there. Bryant leads 21-12. Let's check out the final. And Bryant with a huge win. The Stampede moves to 2-0 under Chris Hilliker, 34-33. That is a good old-fashioned barn burner right there. Holy Spirit tonight at home against Sunshine. We're going to pick it up first quarter. Holy Spirit driving and going for it on 4th and short. But watch Garrett Anderson get the ball, and this isn't Garrett's fault. I mean, you got to block somebody. He gets gang tackled. Ball goes over to Sunshine. Second quarter now. Again, more problems for the offense. Anderson gets a bad snap, can't handle it. Sunshine recovers there in business, knocking on the door, and they take advantage. Keonta Edwards with the touchdown. Sunshine goes up 6-zip, and they go on to take it tonight by the final of 38-25 over the Titans of Holy Spirit. Class 3A Region 4 game, Sipsey Valley at Aliceville. It's already 12-0 in the first quarter, Aliceville, and they're looking for more. Christopher Crowell to Demario Lanier. Finds the seam, nice throw and catch. 19-0, Yellow Jackets on top. That's in the first quarter. Second quarter now, back comes Sipsey Valley. The Quentin McKinstry 20-yard dash. 19-7 was the score at the half. 27-7 now in the third quarter, but the Bears will not lay down. Garrett Lewis to McKinstry. Little middle screen, and McKinstry does the rest. That made it 27-14. As we go to the scoreboard, Sipsey Valley, I should say, fought hard, but Aliceville gets the victory, 39-14. Sumter Central, the new school, combining Sumter County and Livingston, hosting West Blockton tonight. Sumter Central trying to make it 2-0 in their season, in their brief history. 14-7 Jags on 3rd and 24. The Tigers throw it, and it's good for a first down, but they couldn't convert on their next drive. Tigers again of West Blockton making positive yards, but they just couldn't get it into the end zone. I'll tell you who can, though. Quarterback Roderick Harris of Sumter Central is fearless. He keeps the ball and brings it into the pylon. Just past the Jags, up 27 at the half. And as we check out the final, Sumter Central moves to 2-0, 35-14 over West Blockton. All right, people, we've got a lot more to go here on Football Friday. John Huddleston will join me for our Alabama-Kent State preview later on. But up next, the Hillcrest Patriots hosted a region game against the Jackson Owen Mustangs. We'll have the highlights when Football Friday returns. Stay with us. Hillcrest looking to move to 2-0, hosting Jackson Owen late in the second quarter. Jackson Owen's Justin McMillan looking to go deep, but Hillcrest has got the defensive answer. Jordan Robertson with the pick. Looks like a punt returner right there. Catches it, turns into offense in a hurry, brings it back to give the Patriots offense the ball back. Jackson Owen, though, would recover a fumble in the very next play, but they wouldn't have it long. Again, McMillan looking deep. James Scott and Braden Williams tag up to take it down for another pick. Midway through the third quarter, Luke Wingo rolling out, and man, oh, boy. He gets his bell ring. But he is a tough kid. Son of a former Alabama linebacker. He can take a licking and keep on ticking. Let's check out the final. Hillcrest does indeed move to 2-0. They knock off Jackson Owen tonight big, 49-13. Brookwood hosting Wilcox Central. Opening drive of the game as the Panthers take the field. And Jake Bush is going to hit Nate Kraft. A lot of either poor tackling or just great running tonight as guys are making players miss. That's a first down. A few plays later, Bush finds Damian Dent in the corner of the end zone. Nice throw and catch. Nice camera work. 7-0. Brookwood on top. Brookwood's next position. Colleen Lewis. He's got reservations for 6. 14-0 Brookwood, and the Panthers going to win it big tonight over Wilcox Central, 44-6. Tuscaloosa Academy looking to move to 2-0 at Southern Academy down in Greensboro. Early in the first quarter, Southern Academy punting, and Tuscaloosa Academy's Clay Thomas is going to be fielding. And not just catching, but running 28 yards. Nice return, setting up the Knights in good field position. Same drive, Jonathan Plott to Torrance Brown. Can't quite get in, but they score on the next play to go up 7-0. Later in the first quarter, it's Plott taking a shot in the end zone to Jonathan Teasdale. Goes right through his hands. I bet he wishes he had that one back. But as we check out the final, it didn't matter. Tuscaloosa Academy, plenty of touchdowns tonight, and they beat Southern Academy. Big win for the Knights, 42-3. Grudge match in Birmingham tonight. Spain Park has never beaten Hoover. They were hosting the Bucks tonight. The Jags thought they could do it, but not so fast. No score late in the second quarter, but Sam Gillikin will change that. He keeps and gets it into the end zone. The story in this game, though, was really the Hoover defense. They scored a touchdown, and they just absolutely stymied the Jags all night. Mullins, the quarterback for Spain Park, gets sacked right there, and Hoover remains unbeaten against Spain Park. They win it tonight, 20-0 the final. Well, coming up next on Football Friday, our Band of the Week, and also our complete Football Friday West Alabama scoreboard. If you have not seen a score yet, we'll have it for you. Stay with us. Central High School, our Football Friday Band of the Week. A great college game tonight. Baylor hangs on with it. He actually fell behind late, came back and won it with a field goal. They knock off TCU 50-48. Now to the rest of the Football Friday scores. American Christian, they were in a bad mood after losing last week to Pickens County. Took it out on R.C. Hatch tonight, 40-15 on the road. Lynn and Berry. Lynn prevails, 47-40, 87 points in that one. Gordo and Sweetwater knew this was going to be a good one. Sweetwater hangs on at home over Gordo, 24-21. Greensboro wins at Montevallo, 26-6 the final. Fayette County hosting Dora, and Fayette County gets the victory, 33-26. Demopolis wins at Chilton County down in Clinton, 23-20 the final score. Pickens County rolls at Shades Mountain. Tornadoes are strong, 58-7 there. Our McDonald's team of the week for this week. Akron over Jefferson Christian, 46-6 the final. Hubbardsville wins at South Lamar, 40-33. Ottagaville shuts out John Essex down in Demopolis, 27-0. Fruitdale and Linden. Fruitdale needed a little more fruit, 64-zip there. Lamar County goes on the road over to Cherokee and wins at 49-13. Hamilton and Sullivan, always a tough game. And Hamilton, that is Hamilton, losing to Sulligent 9-6, the final there. Greene County over Southside, 40-7 was the final. Southside Selma Falls at home to Greene County. Tuscaloosa Christian, wow, 73-21 over South Haven. North River Christian, their game is postponed until September the 30th, we are told. Also tonight, Pickens Academy loses at home to Springwood, 29-22. All right, folks, week 2 of the high school football season is in the books, but we still have so much more to come. Up next, John Huddleston will join me to discuss this weekend's SEC games, including the first game of what Alabama fans hope is a national championship season under Nick Saban. Alabama-Kent State preview next when Football Friday returns, plus our Game Changer Play of the Week, too.